Wait. Some guy is laughing here, you know. Who's Lesepa? That's his name. That's his name. Ushap, Brasem. Ushap, Nkuta, Shosho. Nkuta Bafana. Bafanas. Leshapa get my daughter. You see our new look. That's our new look. Farmer to ball. See, we're getting somewhere. All right. Let's hit 1,000 views first, please. We're still going there. Very quickly, we'll be there. Abu one, Abako. All right. What did you promote betting? Why? What did you do? Oh, Abayval. Okay. Khatla, what again? No, I'm not working today. Now I'm going to AFCON. From now, you won't hear me on TV until I do AFCON. Yes. Thank you, Fezile. Bratoni, is the Paris game still on? Are you sure? I don't want to give wrong information.
From what I know, by postponing.
No, guys, we've got all the gadgets in this place. Why can't somebody check this? The postpone game, yeah, they lost the league. Not once, 3 times. Please check. Yeah, just put in around the Paris and tell us. Bafuna abantu. I need people in Funwaza. I need abantu bafuna prepare. Bashayise early or benze bathing. Sure, Gupta. Okay, the Paris game has been postponed, guys. Paris game is no more. Arrows are playing against Amazulu. The Durban derby to Arrows against Amazulu. Tsepo Maiman will be there. I'm not going there. Tsepo will be there. So we'll catch Tsepo tonight with Amazulu and what? Sundowns?
Yeah, tomorrow. Sundowns winning.
Yeah, no, I know Tsepo is doing Sundowns as well. Now I'm feeling awful until AFCON. But AFCON, AFCON. I'll be working like a beregala unyala AFCON. Halam pineginyalin. Saint, who's one fan again? Sharp. The Paris game is off, guys. Khata, Paris game is off. Right, where are we now? Okay, we can start. I'm happy. Numbers are looking good. Okay, guys, this is how we start the show.
You ready to go? Yeah, ready. The intro.
Every Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's football time on Audio Omni Africa. Sharp. That's my line. I'm going to start with. No. I was testing my voice. Yeah. Is it okay? All right.
So
count for me.
Yeah, I'm going to count for you. In your intro, just mention the key points that you'll be discussing on the show. Gavin Hunt, Lorch, Hugo Broos, just to catch them in that first 10 seconds. And then you...
Hugo Broos.
It says Hugo Broos here. I don't care what you think about Hugo Broos.
Okay, cool. All right. So it's Gavin Hunt, Lorch, and Broos. Okay. All right. Hey, good afternoon, football fans. We are here again. It is Omni Audio Sport. Today, my hot topics are as follows. Talking Coach Hugo Broos. We're talking Thembinkosi Lorch. We're also talking Coach Gavin Hunt. I don't know what's your take about the news coming out of Durban, about him being sacked by Durban City. All that and much more live here on Omni Audio Africa with me, the president, Baba Mthethwa.
Perfect. Then we'll go to your hot take of the week. So just mention that in the introduction. So I see there's 2 here, Gavin Hunt and Lorch.
I mentioned. I can do it again though.
No. It's just like we're now going into this segment. So then you'll just start it with. So my hot take of the week is as follows. 1, 2.
So it's Gavin Hunt and Lorch, and then, yeah.
Because the Hugo Broos is hereby, I don't care what you think.
So let's leave Hugo Broos and put him there or not, I think, and then this one, these two at the top. Rolling? All right, you know, football, every day, there's something to be spoken about. There's something that we gossip about, or something that probably you're not even sure if it happened or not. But sometimes we've got all the news, correct news for that matter. On Omni Audio Africa, we never tell you inganegwani. We always tell you the perfect story, the correct story, so that when you go out and tell your friends about what you're doing here, you tell them the truth. Yesterday, we learned that Gavin Hunt has been fired by Durban City. A sad day for South African football again, and for African football. Coach Gavin Hunt is one of the few coaches who have won the championship more than twice as a coach. He won it 3 times at SuperSport United and also won it at Wits in 2016. That makes him one of the best that we have. In the same league as Gordon Igasant, 4 times. Same as the late Ted Dimitro, same, 4 times. Now, the question is, do we value our coaches like Gavin Hunt? Of late, was it SuperSport, Cheaper, Kaizer Chiefs? Now, he's fired by Durban City. Is it time for Gavin Hunt to call it quits? Or maybe he should go home and sit down and reflect? Or maybe it's not even his fault for that matter. It's lack of a certain quality of players that he does not have at Durban City. It could be many things. But one thing that I do not like about people who own clubs is we never have patience. Patience is very important in football. Just take an example. Eddie Howe in England, he coaches Newcastle. He only won his first trophy after how many seasons? You see what I'm saying? Eventually he won something. And the Magpies, the last time they won a trophy was a long time ago. But slowly he built a team that can perform. You see? Now, in our football in South Africa, we're quick to judge and fire coaches. An example is Chippa United. The way I love Chippa Mpengesi, you don't want to know. I like his courage. I like his strong business sense. I like his strong mentality towards life and everything that he does for society. But when it comes to football, I have an issue. Chippa still holds the record for firing the most coaches in one season. That's a lot. Who knows if Vilakazi will finish the season? We don't know. Us. Already Gavin Hunt, from a team that played so well in the championship last season, and they fired the actual coach that took them there. He's now an assistant coach at Amazulu. So there's a trend here at Durban City. Remember, Durban City was the old Maritzburg United. Remember what happened to Medindorp? And all of them were fired. Now, the new name, new team, new brand, but same mentality. Do you think it's fair for Gavin Hunt to have lost his job? I don't think so. We're not even at the halfway stage of the league. And Durban City was not performing bad. No, they were not. At one point, they were sitting top of the log, Durban City. And they haven't dropped like to 14, 15, 13. No, they're not there. They're still mid-table, which is good for them to come back, reignite the fire, consolidate, and maybe finish in the top 8. But to win the league, I think if that was what Durban City expected, no, that was far-fetched. No way. Not the way Chiefs, Pirates, Sundowns, Kukuni are playing, and Amazulu, their neighbors, are playing. It won't be an easy task for them to say, yes, we'll go and win the league. The first thing that they need to do before they fire the next coach, buy players, spend money, improve how you do things. Maybe go to University of Natal, ask them to help you with the high performance center, if they do have one there. Let's bring more science into your football so that these players are well equipped to compete with teams like Pirates, Chiefs, Sundowns, Amazulu, Skukun. Those players are well equipped when it comes to pre-football match and post-football match. There are ways and means that they apply to make sure that the players are technically sound, one, to compete against their peers. Secondly, they make sure that conditioning of the players is at a certain level. If teams play against a team like, say, Skukun, you can see Skukun that is a well-drilled team in terms of how they train, biokinetics, everything that goes with science is worked into their schedule week in, week out. And their conditioning is tip-top. Pirates, same way. Kaizer Chiefs, same way. So all PSL teams need to understand that there's a need to make sure that these boys that play for them are well equipped to face anything. So to Durban City, I say it's a sad day for a coach as big, as successful as Gavin Hunt. I love Gavin Hunt. It's not about me loving him or not. It's about looking at consistency at club level. For me, we should have Gavin Hunt still be coaching there and building this team. Because Simo Dladla won the NFD with Durban City. But what happened? Fired. Then they brought in Gavin Hunt because they wanted maybe a more experienced coach who has coached in the PSL. But his pedigree speaks for itself. But my question is, if that be the case, then why fire him? Unless if there are things that we don't know that happened at Durban City behind the scenes that would have made them to say, Imran, child, away. That we cannot confirm. But as time goes on, we'll dig deep. I'll send Tampoza, I'll send Thembinkosi to go dig for us and find out what's happening. Remember, you're still live on Omni Audio Africa with myself, your president, Baba Mthethwa. On this one, I think probably we'll have to wait and get more news coming out of Durban. We'll try to get in touch with Coach Gavin Hunt and find out what actually went wrong at Durban City. Whilst talking about coaches and players and firing and hiring and selection and not being selected, let's talk about Thembinkosi Lorch. Every life in South Africa and even on the continent is talking about why is Lorch not in the national team. There are many things that happen behind the scenes that probably you and I don't know about. Fortunately, I've got access to some things that I know that probably you don't know and don't have access to. So, if we have to talk about those, that means we must go to the core problem of why Lorch is not in that team. One of them is discipline. It's a major problem with international coaches if you're not disciplined. We're not pointing a finger at Thembinkosi Lorch. No. We love him. We want him to play football for as long as possible and make as much money as possible. But fame goes with responsibility. All of you, if you're an ardent football fan, you know what happened at Pirates before he left. You know what happened at Sundowns before he left. At some point, he was sitting at home doing nothing. And eventually, he got to get to join Wydad in the north. A national team setup, it's not like a team where you play every day, whereby the coach looks after you every day, sees all your moves, your behavior on and off the field. There's a difference in a national team setup. A coach would select players that he believes can be in a team form as a group from different entities. That's the first thing. Second thing, he looks at performance. Yes, Thembinkosi Lorch, on performance, he's above par. Many players who are selected in the team to go to AFCON. But it's not just about your performance. Can you be part of a group? Or is it just because we love Lorch so much that we feel that injustice has been done? I'm not here to defend anyone, but we look at reasons that could have caused this problem that Lorch is not there. At some point, Hugo Broos called him and he said he was injured. We know he was not injured. There's a story that we got that no, he was not injured. And Hugo Broos, there's something I've learned about him, that what goes around comes around with him. You mess him up once, forget. You'll never get an opportunity to play for him. Well, fortunately, he's leaving after the World Cup. Maybe Lorch will get a chance with the next coach at Bafana. But the main thing is still that you have to be part of a collective. Behave with the collective. No being nonchalant about what's surrounding you. No. Be responsible for everything that surrounds you and what surrounds the team. You are part of a bigger team, not yourself. Bafana are not individuals. We're not like Nigeria, as an example. Oh, they'll take on me again. We're not like Nigeria, whereby they bring individuals to come and form a team. With Bafana, it's a team. This team that was selected, it's actually the core team that took us through the qualifiers up to where we are. I may ask you a question, say, yes, Lorch is not in the team, but where was Lorch when we were qualifying for AFCON? Where was Lorch when we were qualifying for the World Cup? Where was Lorch when you were qualifying for the last AFCON? You see, all those things together, ask yourself, why do we need him now? Because he has always been on top of his game. So Coach Hugo Broos, on that one, he does not want to disturb the systems and processes that he has put into place in the national team. All players who are selected, even Chandre Campbell, he was in and out of the team. But now it's an opportunity for him to gain more experience because he's the future. Lorch is not the future because of probably he's at his prime now. And then Smith as well. He's a captain, if I'm not mistaken, of the under-20. He's going to grow into this team and become captain maybe later in life. Because remember, there's going to be a big evolution within Bafana in about 3-4 years' time, whereby the under-20 boys and other players who are there now, who are 20, 21, will be around 25, 26. They'll be ready for any battle. If this boy is 19, Smith, 4 years' time, next World Cup in Morocco in 2030, his age will be okay for him to play in the World Cup, 25. I'm not saying because he's at 20 he can't play in the World Cup. He can. He can play in the World Cup. If he was to be called to the World Cup squad, he can play. The only difference is that when you select a team, you look at many things. Look at the future and also look at personnel that I have. Can it work for me? Can the person be part of a group and understand what is our motive of being here? What is our objective of being here? Can he fit into the systems that we play with? Someone can say, yeah, Lorch Bafana, they understand the same football. Yes, we agree. But Lorch now is playing where? In Wydad. They're playing different football completely. So we'll have to readjust to our football. I know some people won't be happy from what I'm going to say now, but I'll say it anyway. Lorch is over the top in terms of Bafana. There's no space for Lorch there. If he comes back somehow, it's fine. He'll come back. No one is against it. He's a pure South African, son of the soil. But for now, there's no space for Lorch. It's not unfortunate, but that's the plan the coach has. At the end of the day, the coach, he's the one who should take the X when problems come. Not me, not you. So let him do his job the way he wants to. If he didn't select Lorch or any other player that we love so much, it's not unfortunate, I say again. It's a choice that the coach has made and we'll have to abide by it. We can say whatever we want. Won't change that, unfortunately. So for Thembinkosi Lorch and other players not being selected, it's one of those things that happen in football. You win some and lose some. That's football for you. We're live on Omni Audio Africa. I am your president. We don't fear anyone. We say things the way we should. We always tell the truth, but we respect everyone. That's our mantra here.
Can I please just ask one favor?
No. 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 What favor?
Can you please just do that intro again?
I've got to do it. Not now, at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we're jumping on to
Yes. Now you don't care what you. I don't care what you think.
Okay.
And please just start it with those words, because that's what Kevin wants. And then you go into Hugo Broos.
No problem. Where? Oh.
When you're ready, sir. I don't care what you think, Hugo Broos.
Football. It's something that you can never, ever confirm. That is why football fans don't agree on everything. They agree to disagree. Me too, as a football person, I feel that if I believe in something, I'll stand by it no matter what. Until you prove me wrong. But I'll still believe in what I believed in. Because I have the power of my mind. I'm not directed by my heart, but my mind. So I really do not care what you think about what I'm going to say now. It's my own opinion. You can keep yours. I'm fine with that. I don't care what you think about Coach Hugo Broos, whether he's a good or bad coach. It's fine. I'm happy with that. Believe what you believe in. I'll believe in what I believe in. So, let's go to 3 years back when the men arrived here. We were at position number 77 in the world rankings. And then now, you turn around and tell me that Hugo Broos is not a good coach. 27 games. Unbeaten. In the qualifiers, World Cup qualifiers, only lost 1 game out of 10. And he qualified top of our group. What was his mandate? Take us to the World Cup. Giving a leeway to choose players that he wants every time when he selects his team. So what do you think? Do you still believe that he's a bad coach? No, don't think so. Let's go back again. A year later, we're in the 60s of the FIFA rankings. At some point, we're at the 50s, going towards 40s. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. My target was always being in the top 40. Whatever happens at AFCON, it's going to take us there. Because now we're out of the 50, back to 61 now. So we must go back into the top 50 and then top 40. I always say, when do you become a giant? You're a giant when you succeed. You're a giant when you create processes that can make you succeed. You become a giant if you've got the character. You become a giant when you've got the will. You become a giant when all those things that football allows you to do, you do them. Those that you cannot do, you leave them. A proper coach like Hugo Broos knows when to do things and not when to do them. That's an example. You would have a player playing exceptional in the PSL, and Hugo Broos will look the other way. But us football fans will be on his case. He doesn't select him, we go and play the next match, we win. We keep quiet about it. Forgotten. Why must it be that all the time when Bafana playing, we want a reason to get rid of Hugo Broos? Why when Bafana are playing, always we want a reason not to say that the team played well and they won or they played a draw, they haven't lost? We don't know the taste of losing anymore in South African football. We have joined the Springboks and cricket and everyone else who's winning. We have joined them. That's Bafana. So what is not right from what we are doing? That's why I said, I don't care what you think. I still believe that Hugo Broos was the right choice to be made by Safa to come and coach his team and take them to greener pastures. Hugo Broos came here the background of winning AFCON with Cameroon, the indomitable Lions of Cameroon. What else do you want? Cameroon, they're playing with players all based in Europe. He arrived here, Hugo Broos, he found players who were playing in our league, with Sundowns players dominating. And as clever as he was, and probably with some advice, background people that we don't know who they are, but at least they advised him well, said, take the bulk and core of your team from Sundowns, because they play together and they play well. They've been winning the league seven times in a row. And that core has made Bafana to be what it is today. And the pendulum swung to Orlando Pirates in terms of players playing. From players playing, they started to perform better. Pirates players started winning games like that. And the coach realized that if I bring Pirates, Sundowns, and Chief players and Sundowns players together, we can get something out of this. But somewhere, somehow, I don't know what happened to Chiefs players. And then Hugo Broos said, I'm not going to select them now. I'll look at these two and find other players from other teams, individuals, like your Makhalwa, your Ditejani, all those players that are individuals. Then he goes to Chess Galaxy, he finds Kabini. Kabini and Damas. Kabini is abroad now. And Damas. You see, that's a coach that will never ever block anyone's path to stardom. No. So for me, I think it's unfair for not giving him the flowers that he deserves, and for not giving him flowers that he should get for being able to be able to spot the talent that will take Bafana far. Who thought in 2023 would get a bronze medal at AFCON? Are you aware you got a better position than Cameroon, than Senegal, than DRC, and those are top teams, like better than Mali, better than Morocco, Algeria, Egypt. We got better place than them. What does that tell you? Something good is happening there at Bafana with this man. So let this man continue doing the good work. Let us not stand in his way by insinuating things that we should not be insinuating. Yes, Hugo Broos is not money. It's not money. We all love money, but if you are a human being, not all human beings will love you. But money, everybody loves money. Because you know why? It gives you freedom and power. That's money. But Hugo Broos is a human being. He's prone to err, because to err is human. If you want to be perfect, go live in a world that is not the one that we live at. Let's make an example. Amorin at United. He coached a very good team called Benfica before he came to United. And, how many times has Mourinho been fired? So many times. See, there's so many coaches I can actually show you that sometimes it's not about the name of the coach. No. If that be the case, Brazil would have been winning the World Cup from time immemorial until today. But they've not. I can always say, when the pendulum swings, then you find that Europe is now dominating world football. Let's go back. In 2014, Europe won it, Germany. 2018, Europe won it, France. Then 2022, South America took over, Argentina. Okay? Let's go back a bit again for 2014. Okay? 2010, it was in South Africa, Spain. That's Europe. See, now, take what I've just told you, bring it together and narrow it down to what I've just said. So, coaches, like for instance, Loop, he won the World Cup with Germany. Where is he now? Not there. How many times has Holland changed coaches thinking that maybe this one will get us over the line and win the World Cup? Do you know of the big six of Europe, Holland is the only one who has not won the World Cup? Germany has won it 4 times. The last time in 2014. England has won it once, 66. Okay? Spain has won it once, 2010. France has won it twice, 1998 and 2018. Holland, nothing. They've been to 3 finals, no win. So you see where we're getting into now. So Belgium as well. They only came third in 1980 in the Euros. Belgium. They've never gone beyond the semi-final stage in the World Cup. The last time that they saw a podium was in 1980, when Nigeria won their first AFCON. So all those things together, I look at South African coaches and say we are fortunate to have this man. Do you know that Hugo Broos won the version of the Confed Cup that we have in Africa with his team Michelin when he was playing abroad in Belgium, his native. He was playing for Michelin there. The same as Wadu. Wadu, the Paris coach, played abroad in France, in England, played for Fulham and for Nantes. Then go back to Hugo Broos. He played for Michelin. He went to the World Cup the same year Augusto Palacios was playing in the World Cup. Augusto Palacios was playing the World Cup for Peru in 1982. Hugo Broos played in the same World Cup where Palacios was playing for Peru and he was playing for Belgium. So this man knows what he's doing, people. He knows what he's doing. I cannot fault him on anything. Which coach do you know that you probably respect so much that has gone unbeaten for so long besides the Moroccan coach on the continent of Africa? Give me one. Over 25 games without loss. Give me one. You see what I'm saying? So how can we really falter this man? We cannot. Right, I'm going to open the lines now, and then we start talking about this one that I've just spoken about now, about Hugo Broos. Let me open the lines and hear what you say. But before that, I had some questions from you guys, from the lives that we had last week, and I want to answer some of those questions for you. Let me do this. Let me check your questions and then continue. All right. Ta-da! I'm here. Questions? All right, let me see what you guys have written. Thank you, Anthony. Anticipate, yeah, the game has been postponed. Thank you very much. Thanks, Khatla. No, the final, 6, I'm not there. No. I'm not there on the 6th for the final. I'm getting an award. I'm being honored, 6 Buffet. So, and it's at 6 o'clock. The event is at 6. That's why myself and my pencil, I won't be there. He's being honored, I'm being honored. He's getting an award for commentary in the continent, and I'm getting a lifetime achievement for commentary on the continent. So those are big awards for us. There's no way that we're not going to attend. No way. No way. Okay, let me check. What are you saying? Was that Pirates date? Pirates has been, yeah. I've been here. I haven't disappeared. I'm here. I've been here, Daddy. I've been here. Matenge, which club do you hate now, Baba? Stop hating him, man. Stop hating him, man. The league and the championship, it's the same thing, Papa. When we say, guys, help me. Somebody says it's not the championship, it's the league. It's the same thing. Same thing. It's a matter of semantics, Baba. Yeah. It's a matter of semantics. And if you understand the word semantics, you understand what I'm saying. Okay, I need questions.
Right. I've got the first question. I thought you were just searching on your side.
No, I don't want to change screens.
Oh, okay. No problem. So we've got one here. So I'm just going to read them out and remind you of the topics from last week.
Yeah, give me one, and then I can do it.
Yes. So this one is related to you talking about Pirates winning the league. The topic from last week. I don't care what you think.
I've done that most.
Yes, but this is a question from that video.
Yeah.
We posted the video.
What was he saying?
So the question is, the coach is not good at his starting lineup.
Referring to Coach Wadu.
Coach Wadu.
Yeah.
This coach doesn't dominate opponents.
All right. Senzo sent me a message and says the Orlando Pirates coach is not so good because his team does not dominate play and dominate the opposition. They only play well in the second half. And I had said Coach Wadu is the best coach in the PSL right now. And I'll stand by that. I won't move. Pirates are sitting top. That's the first question. Pirates are sitting top of the lock. Pirates is not conceding. Pirates does not concede easy. And at the moment, they've conceded the less goals. So if you say they're not dominant but winning games, he said the other day, sometimes you don't need to play smart football, but because you know your target is to get to a certain position, you play according to your strength, and when the opponents share somewhere, you take opportunities. That's how football is played. You can dominate a game and not score. That doesn't help me. But if you don't dominate but score, that's good for me. Because football is not about domination. It's about scoring goals. There's no point really in you. This is not boxing, remember. If it was boxing, you can face left, right, and center and win on points without dropping you. But soccer is not like that. You don't win on points here. Win on goals because you must score. You don't win games about how well you played, how many people you dribbled, how many passes you had. You can have 1,000 passes in one game and still lose the game from an odd mistake that happens in a match. So your dominance does not answer goals. No. You can dominate but not score goals. What's the point? You might as well stay at home and not do this thing. So I feel that we should be able to understand the difference between why must we dominate. Yes, we can dominate maybe in pockets of a match, and then the end result suit you or don't suit you. You can dominate the game from minute 1 to 90 and still play a draw, only to find that you needed 3 points. So rather score than dominate. People say sometimes Pirates should play and dominate teams and score goals at the same time. Aren't they trying? They're trying. With their domination, they try. But what happens? Sometimes goals don't come. I've done almost 90% of Pirates games this season. I've done them. And the only thing that I'll talk about Pirates is determination. That comes from what the coach says to them. And this coach, he knows. Pirates is stronger second half because at halftime, they replan and refocus their energies on what they've seen from the opposition during the first half. Then they come back different. The Pirates that I grew up knowing won their games around 80, 90 minutes. That's how it is. Go back to Pirates when they won the league 2010, 11, 12. When did they score their goals? Even when they won the league the first time after 10 years, when they were playing Arrows with that goal here, Chansa. It was how many minutes? It was late in the game. You see? So you look at all those things and say, that's how Pirates play. He has adopted something that he found happening at the club. Tell me at a point where Pirates score 4 goals first half. Give me that example. If it's there, maybe it's 1. I remember 1980 Men's State Cup final. Pirates won the cup very late in the second half by a penalty from Jomoson. I learned from those small things that's how Pirates play. I remember 1984-83, Sales House Cup final, Pirates Chiefs at Orlando. Mtofi Kumalo came in from the bench, I think 70th minute. He scored two goals towards the end. That's how Pirates play. So this coach, for me, I falter him with nothing. Nothing. Because he found a team that plays like that and that scores like that. Even with Riviero, I always say, Haka Shabakalo Mwele Fati, Mangasha Ngetolo Pansi, and Liu. And sometimes Pirates will be trailing maybe for about 50 minutes. Then this Spanish guy would go down and Shabe Fatskalo Mwele with his knee. Problems are starting. Then remember the final in Mbombela against Sundowns. When did Mufokeng and Mabasa come in? Very late. Very late. And what did they do? Scored. So I'm just trying to show you that this domination thing It's not all about you are the best if you dominate. No. You dominate, yes, but at the same time, your domination does not take us anywhere. There are teams that would play with you for 45 minutes or 90 minutes. When you check the score, they lost 1-0. And then coach will come out after the game and says, this is not the true reflection of the game. What is the reflection? You dominated and you got nothing. The team will just come, hit you with one goal, boom, and defend for 90 minutes whilst you dominating the game. True facts of football. You can't run away from them. Anyway, let's move on. Let me see who else is saying what. Khatla, whatever you're smoking, I like it. Ask him that question again. Ask to me 5 where does he get that from? Yeah, thanks Khatla for asking that question to him. What one fell? We know nothing about the World Cup now, and no one can tell us that he knows or she knows about who's going to be playing in the World Cup. The draw is on Friday at 6 o'clock in the evening, okay? And I'll be live at that time when the draw is playing. I'll be live here on Omni and also on my own TikTok. I'll be live and look at the pots as they're put and the names of the teams and nations and the groups and everything. So no one knows what's going to happen in the World Cup and who's going to be selected for the World Cup. We all don't know. If maybe players are injured or what can we say? Can't comment on something that we don't know yet. AFCON, yes. AFCON, we know who's going to AFCON. And for me personally, I don't see anyone who's there and who should not be there. Maybe only one player, Ricardo Goss. Maybe. We have Pedersen. You have Amazulu coach. What's his goalkeeper? What's his name? Johnson. Yeah, Johnson. And Skukuni goalkeeper, Linear. Of those 3, one of them should have been going. But like I said, Hugo Broos believes in people that he believes can work for him. It's all about us. That's why when he loses, he'll take responsibility. Okay, let's see. Yeah, neat. Throw.
This one is from Tabiso, referring to the comments that you made last week regarding Hugo Broos. He doesn't value the quality of the MLS, since Mbogazi might be going there.
All right, whilst talking about Coach Hugo Broos and his squad and his selection, I got a message again from Tabiso, who says, Coach Hugo Broos does not value MLS. I agree. On that one, I agree with you.
So the question reads, life doesn't revolve around Hugo Broos. He'll be gone eventually. Mbogazi is dealing with his family struggles, particularly securing life after football. I respect him.
Some people say that when you play football, it's not about money. That's a big lie. That's a big lie. Football is work. That's why I work with football. And that's my work. I work with football. A football player, the same. When he goes to go play, train, he's going to work. Somebody says that when you go play football, it's not about money. Let's go back. Look at some players who left South Africa to go abroad and made a name for themselves and came back very rich. Let's go back. Kalamazoo Koni, if you know him. Haibulu 2000, I'm sorry. Kalamazoo Koni, Masterpieces Muripe, Jomo Sono, Kaiser Mutau. The people I've counted, besides Masterpieces Muripe, started their football abroad in America. That's how Kaiser Chiefs was started by Kaiser. Jomo went abroad, Liena, came back and started Jomo Cosmos. You see, Kalamazoo was a star that side. So for me, you cannot say that you go to MLS, you're going to drop. Jomo went abroad and became a star. Came back here, became even a bigger star. Same as Kaiser. Kaiser went abroad, very young, came back, started Kaiser Chiefs, and became a star and a bigger person in owning his own club. Though Jomo still played when he came back and then started Jomo Cosmos. We've got other players who went abroad and made a name for themselves and made probably good money, and they have better lives now. Mbogazi's family, we know he comes from a very destitute family in the northern parts, rural Zululand. So if you tell me that Mbogazi going to America, it's wrong. What do you have for him? What can you give him? Yes, Coach Hugo Broos. Ne? Coach Hugo Broos does not value the MLS for reasons that he has not divulged to us. And I cannot come here and stand and defend him. No. For me, yes, we want Mbogazi to play in the biggest league, but okay, maybe you have a connection to talk to abroad in Europe or in England, Spain, Germany, Holland, Belgium, Turkey. Maybe talk to them. Maybe they could take Mbogazi. But they're late now. Mbogazi is signed for big money. Imagine how much the family of Mbogazi and his extended family is going to change when this man starts playing in America, earning almost $490 a week. Let's be honest, guys. No one will give you that money in South Africa a week. So this notion that he's going to a weak league, to me, it's a non-starter. It's a non-starter. Look at your well-being first. If opportunities present themselves, there'll be bigger opportunities. Mbogazi, he goes to America, he makes a name for himself. The very same people who bought him from Pirates, if you didn't know, they also own a club in Europe. So channels are going to open for this boy to go to a bigger club, probably with bigger money and a bigger salary and a bigger signing on fee. You see now? So that strategy will work for Mbogazi. There are people who know things that claim to us that they know things here, will tell you that Mbogazi is going to a weak league. How do you determine a weak league? Do you know how much money is spent on the MLS? Do you know how much investment is there in the MLS? That's why they can afford to pay this boy so much money. So, please, don't say to me, Mbogazi is going to a weak league. No, then we don't know what we're talking about. If it's a weak league, why is it existing? It should have long died. But there's so much that they've put into their football, the Americans. They make sure that they pay players very well. Americans don't play when it comes to sport. It is a prime time entertainment sport. Look at basketball players. How much are they earning? NFL players, look at how much they're earning. Hockey players, look at how much they're earning. Tennis players, track and field athletes, and soccer as well. Like they call it soccer. They don't call it football, they call it soccer. They're earning big money there. And even the females in their league, MLS, same. They earn a lot of money playing there. That's why every girl who plays football will either go to Mexico and earn well, go to Europe or USA. And that works for them very well. So why should we now question if Mbogazi is going or not? I feel that sometimes I think it's jealous somewhere that probably a player of some kind from your team is still in South Africa, not getting any contracts abroad. No time is better than God's time. When God says it's that time, it's that time. And I applaud Pirates for allowing Mbogazi to go. I applaud Pirates for allowing Nkota to go. Maybe other players will follow. We don't know who, but we'll wait and see. So for me, it's not about what you and I think. The club looked at the boy's beginnings, his current status of life and family, and progression in his career. Don't tell me it's a weak league. Look at the coaches that are coaching there. Look at the science applied in football in the US. He's going to come back clever, going to come back stronger physically, and conditioning will be amazing. Because Americans believe in applying science in everything that they're doing. You see, Pirates prepared him very well, condition-wise. That's why he passed the medic so easy when he got there. Any player who wants to go to MLS can go. Musa is there, Hlongwane is there. There are a lot of players who are playing there and they're fine. They're not complaining. Why not I'll just allow the boy to go, give him a chance to go and play there and become a superstar? Dr. Kumalo went abroad to play for Columbus Crew. Maybe you don't know. Do you know? Maybe you don't know. Doctor left here and went to play for Columbus Crew in America before he went to Argentina. So you see, there's nothing wrong with the MLS. It's just that it's a notion that we have that it's a league whereby all people who are retiring are going there for money. Yes, it's true. But is it all clubs? Do you know all the players playing the MLS? I doubt so. Yes, Inter Miami will all know what's happening there because of Messi followers. LA Galaxy was the same. But what's happening now? You see, so let the boy go, explore, and then get bigger and more important clubs to play for abroad, which means he could leave America and go and play in England or Germany. He can suit well in Germany with this structure because Germans are very strong. He can suit very well there. So I'm just appealing to you. We can say whatever we want. Mbogani is gone. Mbogazi is gone. After the final on Saturday, forget, he's gone. And for him, it's like a story that should be narrated to young boys and girls who want to play football in the future, that you start from humble beginnings, grow yourself with discipline, have your aspirations and determinations, and still respect who you are and where you're coming from. Everything will just like bright. That's what's happening with Mbogazi. No one must stand in his way now. Whether you love him to stay at Pirates or not, whether you choose him to go to Europe, okay, fine. He cannot go to Europe. What must he do? Must he still stay at Pirates? Pirates said, no, if there's an offer is good for us and for him. Let the boy go and grow himself. So we can't change that. We can't. We're still live on OD Omni Africa. I'm with you.
Next question, Baba.
Wait. Thank you. All right. I want to answer something here. Teteleli says, where was Tyron Smith when we qualified? It's not about where he was. I think the coach looked at him and said, he's for the future. So every coach, when he goes probably to a tournament as big as this one, he'll always look at young players that probably can groom towards the future. Who he chooses, it's his own choice. Who does he choose to go with him to AFCON? Whether Tyron will play there or not, but he'll get the experience. Maybe he'll come back and say, there's this player, Mang, why didn't he take him with him? I don't know. Can't give you that answer. And Charity, Coco, I agree. We can't all be choosing players. We can't always be choosing players. Where in the world have you find supporters choosing players? Where? Give me a country that you know where fans choose players to play for the national team. Nowhere you'll find that. A coach takes responsibility. Coach Hugo Broos has taken responsibility by choosing players that he believes that will work for him and bring something good for South Africa. LaCroix, go on. Let me see. Let me check other comments quickly. This squad is very good. No, I'm okay. No, Khomoto, don't speak like that. No, it's wrong. It's wrong. No one hates Lorch. You don't understand. You must get deeper into football matters. Get to the core problems of why a player sometimes would leave his country not under good conditions, or leave a big club like Pirates, a big club like Sundowns, under abnormal circumstances. Ask yourself all those questions. And then go back, because I know you watch football abroad. Go back to all the players who have done things in their clubs and are not called into the national team. Go and check that and come and tell me tomorrow. Yes, Lorch is a very good player. I agree. Very good player, Lorch. But unfortunately, you can be a good player, but being good goes with responsibility. So Coach Hugo Broos does not want to taint his squad with anything that he doesn't like. No. Khomotso, I'm going to block you. One nonsense, no. Now you're talking cack. All right. Okay. I'm going to block you, let's cover. Talking rubbish. Okay, all right. Any game today? Yes, Zulu and Golden Arrows. It's a Durban derby between Zulu and Arrows. When Mandra, I think Mandra. I'm not sure what's your name again. Say. Baju, I'm not sure what you are saying. Time, normal time, 7:30. Okay, next question, please.
So, Baba, this one is from
Mm.
The Basic. It's from YouTube.
Mm.
And it relates to what you were saying earlier regarding Thembinkosi Lorch and discipline.
I think
Possibly being
we shouldn't go back to it. I've done it. Can't repeat it. I'll be saying the exact same thing. Okay. Because I can't change what I said about Lodge. Different now.
yes, no, you're not gonna say it differently. They just made a statement.
What did they say?
We just want to get your thoughts. on
Okay,
it.
yeah.
He says, Baba, if it's discipline,
Mm.
sorry, if discipline, Baba, if it's discipline,
See how this cool.
the issue. Now I'm trying to read it exactly, right? It must also go to Sipombuli. That's my opinion, my leader.
I got another comment from who? From the basic on YouTube. He says, if Lodge is not selected because of disciplinary issues, then why is Mbule playing the national team? I'll repeat what I said. Every coach has his own measure of which player he wants to be with and he doesn't want to be with. Yes, Mbule had problems, 100%, I agree with you. But remember, I'm not the coach. I say what I see. Coach said it, that Lodge's time came and passed. Mbule's time is now. Lodge played in AFCON in 2019. 6 years ago, I think. And then now we're here. We've got new players. Mbule's problems, are they still there or are they solved? We don't know. But remember, if there's a trend in your lifestyle, eating, and coaches are watching, they discuss you. They talk about you. They say, do we need this person or not? They say you can be the best player in the land. But if your disciplinary issues are a problem to a coach, he doesn't want to be involved in that. Let's make an example. And this step. Do you know a player called, he played for England in Manchester United? Was wearing jersey number 11. Not Ryan Giggs, before, in the 60s. He was a star. Josh Best. Josh Best. Played for Northern Ireland, actually. Yeah. Josh Best was the best player in his time. He could do anything with the ball. But he had one problem. Shushu. His problem was Shushu. He was shushing too much. Thank you. When you know football, Msian. You know football. Tell us down. Even Mason, you are right. Even Mason, same place, same thing. Thanks, Linko. See what people are answering here, and they know football. About really football stuff, but 2000, 1996, they know football. And they know the story. They are answering here, they're saying he was a party animal. Thank you. You see what I'm saying? It goes back to what you just said. What was Lorch? Party animal. See? And there is footage that shows him in that party state. So it's nothing to do about hating anyone. It's about evidence. Even in a court of law, there's what is called law of evidence. It's there. If they say, okay, give us evidence, then because remember, in a court of law, I can't assume that you did something when you didn't do it. But they say, in a court of law, the rule of alteram parte will work. Alteram parte means listening to both sides of the story. Alteram parte. So the same thing happened. In the 60s, when George Best was playing, there was no Tik Tok, but there was cameras. They took pictures of him with women, smoking the what, and drinking what. So all those things together, a coach will sit down and say, I don't need him. He's going to be bad influence in my team. I don't need him. He's not a team player. So, and Nakongwe, if a player would say to a coach, when I stay away from me when your job is to coach, no player will take that light. That's why Thembinkosi Lorch is not in that team. You can't say that to a coach. You are not privileged to be selected. It's a coach's choice. You are privileged where you are playing at your club. There, you have signed there, you have a contract. At Bafana, you don't have a contract. You are called to come and represent your country. But if you jump over certain lines, you will never be called. Doesn't matter how good you are. It does not matter how good you are. Mason played for which team? But I know it's English. There's also the problem of GBV that Lorch had a problem with. Remember when the case was in courts and we all go through all these things. But I'm not a footballer. A footballer would go through that and coach would say, no, I don't want to touch this guy. Thanks, when Sativa. You see, so combined, there's a lot of things that we are ignoring that happened to Lorch, unfortunately. And Coach Hugo Broos does not want to be associated with him for all those reasons. Yes, Mthethwa tshwarelwa. Some people say, I'll never forgive you, God will forgive you. Akidikeni. I'm for no was. Ronaldinho, same. Robinho, same. Thank you. Football people now are talking. Yeah, not TikTok people. Football people are talking. Not just TikTok people who come in here and don't know what they're talking about. Thanks, Price. Thank you very much. Mr. Tsele, Ndosi, I understand it, but I just said, it's not my call. It's Hugo. If Hugo Broos feels that he has overcome his problems, he'll select him like he has been selecting him. That's all that I can say. I cannot justify anything why he selected him. No, I'm not Mbule's agent. Mason Greenwood, thank you very much. Same thing at Manchester United. See, where there's a player who left Manchester City, and then he said that they're owing him money because he was in a rape case. Remember? Is it Mendy? Guys, what happened to Mendy? Remind me. I want to show you some of these things I'm talking about. If coaches know all those stories, they say, I don't want to touch him. Don't want to touch him. You see, Jack Grealish. Thank you, Msia. Jack Grealish left City because of his lifestyle. And he spent money and he was also gambling. See, yeah. Well, I don't know. I just said to you, I don't know why Hugo Broos selected Mbule when probably he had issues in his lifestyle. I don't know why him is selected. On that one, I agree with you. Maybe you can say they both have a common denominator, Mbule and Lorch. But the question is, in that common denominator, who's there to judge? The coach, not me. Yes, you're right. Mama Queen. Some of our best players, same thing happened. I mean, Chavas went to Pirates, Chiefs Pirates, then went to Mattersburg. He had to come back home with discipline problems. And for me, it was so sad. A player that I loved to death, Chavas. So when you go to Mattersburg with Mushin Etugal, I think he was involved in an accident or something, or he was caught unwilling, something like that. But all those things, when you combine them, what do you get? Problems. Right, let's move on. Last question. Mendy, thank you, Donald. Mendy, thank you. Yeah, Mendy was accused of rape. Thank you. Yes, Soma Samidola, I understand that. Was he found guilty in a court of law or not? It doesn't matter, but when the rape case is still standing, no coach wants to touch you. Simple as that. Thank you. That's what I wanted when I Sfiso Maseko. That's the answer I wanted. Thank you. You see, he's playing again, yes, but at that time when there were issues, no one wanted to touch him. You see? Is he playing for he's French, Mendy? I think he plays for France. Is he in the team? Yeah, France? No. I don't know. All right, guys, let me close up before we say goodbye. I think I've heard what you are saying, and I appreciate so much you coming through again this morning. Yeah. Or French. No, he's not in the French team, I think, currently. Didier Deschamps, Haji Mushan. Any other question for me? Comment? All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we had a good one again this afternoon. Yeah, it was Famo Tubolo, the show live on Audio Omni Africa with you, the President, Kamihlal Matsatsi. Thank you for giving me your time. I love it. And let's meet again on Friday during the live draw of the FIFA World Cup 2026, United States, Canada, and Mexico. Let's meet again at 12 o'clock on Friday afternoon. Myself, Tepo Maimani, and Tampoza here on Audio Omnio Africa. But late in the afternoon at 6, there we go. But before that, on Friday morning at 10, if you want to take pictures or meet with me and talk to me, let's meet at Clearwater Mall on Hendrik Potgieter. I'll be having a photo session there with Betway. Yeah, so please come and join us. Let's have fun and know about the new products. Thank you very much for joining me. It was another live, strong live here at Omni Audio Africa. My name is Baba Mthethwa. Good afternoon. To my producer, Aaron, thank you very much. And to our technical producer, Tamdu, thank you very much. And we hope to see you again soon. If you half past, so that I can leave. So guys, thank you very much. I enjoyed it again. Bye bye.
Baba, can we please redo that intro?
Okay. And I ring. Oh,
Intro
about.
at the top of the show.
Mm.
Just mention Famo Tubolo, the name of the show, and today, burning topics, Thembinkosi Lorch, Gavin Hunt, and Hugo Broos.
Sharp.
Like,
All right. Kabuangata, I'm confused. I'm very yes, the Chandis. Kakul. The Chandis, yes, but let me show people must see you, yeah. They must see you. Yeah. But la balbone. Nang lo amaqiqi. Nang lo amaqiqi. Right, sharp. All right, it's another hard-hitting episode of Omni Audio Spot with me, Baba Mthethwa. It is time. Yeah. Okay, fine. No. Okay, all right, sure. Angifuna balibone phela banazi ukuthi ngingabobani. Ngalungu ngikhuluma ngomthu macici. No, Mr. L. Ngizothini. All right, Hugo Broos, Lorch, and Gavin Hunt. Okay. All right. It's that time again of the morning where we talk football with me, Baba Mthethwa, on Famo Tubolo here on Omni Audio Africa. Sheba, right, our topics are Gavin Hunt, Machine. Oh, why do I say machine? Why did I say machine? Machine. Machine will never coach anyone. Never. Aye. Those who are about. Aye. Machine must not come back. No. All right. Please roll. No. What time?
You don't have to say morning or afternoon.
Oh, because we're going to play it as and when. Yeah. Hello, football fans. It's that time again where we talk football. In the morning, when you wake up, I'm here. When you sleep, I'm here. It's me, the President, Baba Mthethwa. It's Far More to Ball show here on Omni Audio Africa. Today, we're talking football deep. Gavin Hunt being sacked by Durban City. Wow. Big surprise. Who else will follow? We don't know. You and I will dissect and talk about it more. Hugo Broos, our national coach. Do you think he's the right man or not the right man? What he does is good or not good? Who he chooses and who he does not choose? What do you think? For me, it's all good. Systems go to AFCON. Thembinkosi Lorch, many of you are talking, why is he not on the national team going to AFCON? He played there in 2019. After that, he had a series of events that probably took away his mojo in terms of being selected for the national team of Bafana. All that here on Audio Omni Africa. Sheba, Far More to Ball. That's the name of the show. Don't forget, we are live all the time, anytime, when you want. Kyota.